All right, help yourself. So what, everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be making our red lentil curry. This is a meal that we have enjoyed so many times over the years, and we have had quite a few of you asking for the recipe and how we make it. So we thought we'd make a fun recipe video. So we have Billy here with us today because he's usually the one that makes this meal. And then we also have this one. So this is going to be a very real cooking video with a 1-year-old. So just warning you now. I'll be leaving the full recipe with all the details written in the description box below. So to this mix, we've added 1 tablespoon each of cumin, coriander, and curry powder, and then a teaspoon of turmeric and garam masala. First, we toast up all the spices. The toasting is totally optional. We like it because it makes it more fragrant and delicious. You just need to toast it until, just for like a minute or 2. You don't want to burn it, just to get it nice and fragrant. At that point, take it off. And then we add the 1/2 teaspoon of chili after, otherwise it creates like a poison cloud in the air. Daddy needs an onion. Can you give that to Daddy?
Thank you.
Yay! Yay! Good job. Next, you dice up your medium onion. This cauliflower I grew in our backyard and I'm so proud of it. It's so sad that it goes in one meal though. Like I said, we have had this meal so many times over the years. It's a staple for us and it has definitely morphed over time. Like it started with a just random internet recipe, but you know, they call it for like a teaspoon of a few spices, and we've definitely changed it and adapted it over time, which is great, and I think it's way better now. And ever since getting to New Zealand, we've started adding kumura to it, which is amazing. Like it took it to a whole nother level. So now we always add a purple kumura to it. But if you're in the US, the closest substitute you can find is a sweet potato. So we leave the skins on all of our potatoes and a lot of our fruits and veggies because they're totally edible and they have a lot of nutrition in them. So sorry if that worked you out. You can peel them if you want, but also another tip is to cut them nice and small because it reduces the cooking time and makes it so that they cook through. Then you're gonna dice up 4 cloves of garlic and a big thumb of ginger, and then we also cubed up 5 small potatoes. Measure out a cup of red lentils, and then we like to give it a good rinse to get all of the starches off. Add all of your onions and then saute it until they're, you know, getting translucent. You know how to saute by now. This is a really good plant-based meal and we love making it because it usually makes a ton and then it makes really good leftovers. And then you add your garlic and ginger more towards the end. So next you add your spices. You get it nice and coated with the onions. You add your potatoes / kumara. At this point, don't forget your salt. And pepper. Don't forget your pepper. Just pepper to taste. Time for the tomatoes. Then you add your veggie broth. This veggie broth we made with our veggie scraps. It's my first time doing that and I was pleasantly surprised at how good it was. Now it's time for the best part, adding the coconut milk. So now you add your red lentils. These will soak up your water, so you might have to adjust how much liquid you need. It's always really nice when he finds things to do. We like to clean the kitchen while we're cooking, so then it's not a huge, disgusting mess by the end. Once it comes to a nice boil, then we add the cauliflower. All the chars we own are fix and fog. Today we're gonna add chickpeas. This is a pretty versatile meal. You can throw in whatever veggies you have. Not whatever veggies you have on hand, but there's some flexibility with the veggies that you put in. One time we just threw in whatever we had, and it was turnips, carrots, and celery. It actually turned out pretty yummy. I wouldn't say it's like authentic Indian. This isn't authentic Indian. We don't know what the heck we're doing. So once all of your stuff is added, then you cover it. Then you reduce the heat and check on it every once in a while. Typically, once we put the lid on that pot, we start the rice. We buy bulk bags of basmati rice because we use it a lot. 1 cup of basmati rice, and then we rinse it. This is totally optional, but we toasted up some cumin seeds to add to the rice. Because why not, you know? On lazier days, we just make rice, which is really good. But when we're feeling fancy, Billy will make some naan bread to go with it. It's so yummy. We don't have a mixer, so we just mix it by hand. Billy's professional technique here. You divide the dough and then roll it in a little bit of flour so they're not quite as sticky. And then you fry them up in a little bit of oil.
Get on there.
Very professional. Oh yes. So we're definitely gonna make up a butter garlic sauce to put over these because it is so delicious. We have been going on lots of long, beautiful walks when the weather is nice. And doing a lot of cooking. A lot of fun creations in the kitchen. We've been making kimchi, sauerkraut. We were making a lot of sourdough bread, but then our oven broke and they haven't been able to fix it because of level 4 lockdown. So we're really excited for the lockdown to loosen up a bit, but I mean, there are definitely pros and cons to it. It's been really nice having Billy home with us all the time. He does all of the put downs for bed, and yeah, it's just really nice to have.
And the diapers.
And the diapers. It's been nice having an extra set of hands around all the time, and it's just fun. But then it is a little soul crushing after a while to be locked into your house for over a month. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. A good idea to stir it probably every 5 to 10 minutes. You know it's done when the potatoes are soft, but the worst thing is when they're not, so don't take it out too early. Do the potato taste test to know if it's done or not.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
How long has it been?
Oh, we should have kept track of that.
About 20 minutes.
Did you learn how to open the fridge? Oh no. Towards the end, it starts thickening up and turning really nice. And that's because the lentils are dissolving into the sauce and just making it really creamy and delicious. This is how we often keep him entertained while we are cooking. We have these rings that we spin. Ready? Wow. Who's this? Moo! Yeah, the cow. After about 30 to 40 minutes, it should be looking done. And then when it's done cooking, the potatoes are perfectly soft and tender. You add a tablespoon of lemon juice. I also like to add a handful of fresh spinach, but we don't have any right now, so. Taste test. The smell in here is unreal. Here, give me some. Ooh. It's so fluffy and chewy, it's perfect. Good job. Please note that the floors were completely clean before we started this video. just love this meal so much. It's simple, delicious, pretty dang nutritious. Oh, look at that. And then if you're into it, top it with some fresh cilantro or coriander, depending on what country you're from. That's incredible. You want some? There you go. Want some? All right. Help yourself. Want some bread and naan? Bread and naan. Are you ready to eat? Well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this type of video, then please let me know in the comments because it was really fun making a recipe video, especially for one that was so asked for. We're gonna eat now. We're definitely not gonna eat all of this. Like I said, it makes really good leftovers, so that's something to look forward to. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Good dancing.